Alright, it's time to talk about the M1 chip's problems that no one's talking about. Let's go! This video is specifically related to software such as Premiere AEVR and also users who are working in like small or medium-sized video production companies.
So a few months ago, we purchased a couple of M1 computers.
Und ja, zu viel Kohle hat dieser Scheiß gekostet.
At first, we were really glad that we didn't purchase the Mac Pros, because ultimately the Intel chip inside might be surpassed by the M1 in the future. But the reality is different. Now, a lot of the people on the internet show, wow, the M1 chip is so fast. And for the demo, a lot of unrealistic benchmarks are shown, and also some editing timelines that actually are not too hard to render. For example, they don't have too many AE comps inside, or a lot of nested sequences with a lot of masks and multiple color correction layers.
But here's the thing, most YouTubers don't mention the biggest problem, which is the M1 Ultra is very fast, but all the softwares can't keep up.
1. 80% of our plugins don't work. Wow, there goes down all the subscription fees we paid for. 2. A very few good apps don't work anymore and are not compatible. 3. There are some weird character issues when typing in Google Chrome. 4. Premiere somehow still hasn't kept up. It often crashes. 5. Sometimes in Premiere, when you use the stretch tool to do some speed ramping and also frame holds, the export video clip somehow is corrupt. 6. When starting up Premiere, it somehow doesn't show on the lower left corner how much it's still loading up. VR stitching softwares. This doesn't even support the hardware encoding. I mean, why the hell did I then pay all this money for all the performance that I cannot use?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
When exporting in Premiere, it seems to be fast, but when it reaches the end, it somehow gets stuck for a long time and just shows encoding, and so on. And only after a moment it starts to finish. 9. When adding some text in Premiere and I press backspace, somehow it just jumps back and forth and doesn't listen to what I want. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, these issues have really severely influenced our post-production projects. This is not a joke. Fortunately, we still had an old Mac Pro lying around to help us to finish some of the stuff that the M1 couldn't handle.
But we also do need to talk about the benefits that this laptop gave us in the past few months.
Number 1. Export and rendering speed. Those are significantly faster now. 2. In comparison to Windows computers, the M1 computers don't decrease in their performance when not plugged in to the wall. It has the same performance when just using the battery. This has made our mobile editing projects extremely convenient. 3. We finally got our SD card reader and also HDMI port back. Now we can throw away these dongles. 4. I think we also should support the M1 chips, because Apple is a really innovative company and only they seem to really have the power to move technology forward and get us a better future.
Generally speaking, this is not the M1 problem, it's more the softwares that can't keep up, especially the ones from Adobe. But as the so-called professional YouTubers, I think they should have mentioned all the points above.
Because for some production companies, if they don't know this too well, it might result into some severe damages to the post-production. Some projects might not even open.
Und jetzt die Frage, bereue ich, dass ich den M1 gekauft habe? Nein.
Because it did help me a lot. But what I can say is, next time before you purchase, you should definitely be careful. Don't purchase things too early on just because some YouTube videos talked about how good the M1 chip is.